This week, we're going to be talking about the second of the 6 most important human needs: variety. Are you living just a mundane, day-to-day life? Well, join me today as we talk about changing the mundane in the Surging Forward podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Surging Forward broadcast, where we're helping you to have a positive view in a negative world. My name is David Ballantyne, and I'm here to help you see the value in the job you do and how you can keep surging forward. Well, hello again, and welcome back to the Surging Forward podcast. This is Dave Ballantyne, and I'm here to help you to stay positive in this negative world. Well, again, we're going to be continuing on with what I called last week part 2 of the 6 most important things that we need. So, as we continue on with this, I just want to give a brief introduction again, like I always do, and say, if this is your first time listening, big thank you. Hope you enjoy the show, and feel free to go check out some of the past episodes also, and make sure you subscribe. I get a lot of people that'll get a hold of me later on and they'll say, wow, I haven't gotten any other episodes. How do I get those? They happen to miss it on Facebook. Yeah, they go out on Facebook. They go out, again, I haven't been putting them on YouTube as much. The show itself goes out, but not the videos. So make sure you subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're using. And we actually have a video out there on how to set up a podcast. So not a problem. But anyhow, feel free to check us out if you're looking for any kind of code courses. We can help you out there for your code update courses or helping you get into business in the contracting world. We're there to help you out. So check us out on Facebook there at the Surging Forward. And also you can look me up also. I'm always trying to be there to help everybody out, and whoever needs has a question on something. So again, without further ado, I want to go back into this subject. I started last week on a pretty cool subject, kind of a series. We hadn't done this since we first started the show, and I thought it would be kind of neat to kind of break it up to hit on some heavy leadership lessons of, what we all need in order to keep surging forward. So the first one we talked about last week was certainty and comfort. That's something that we all need. We're all looking for that certainty in our jobs. And, but yeah, as we talked about, there is no absolute certainty, but there's choices that we can make to give ourselves a little more security. But the worst thing you want to do is you don't want to be trusting in somebody else to give you that security, whether you're working a job or whether you're working your own business. It doesn't matter. You can't depend on somebody else to give you a sense of security. So today's lesson, I'm going to hop right into it. So as I got a lot of stuff I want to kind of fit in this short 20 minutes here, I try to keep them down to a minimum so they're kind of short and sweet. But the next one I want to talk about is variety. We need to have a little bit of variety in our lives. We don't want to be just doing the same mundane thing all of the time. And I really, this is one that I really struggle with a lot. And I'm always thankful for my wife, but she's the one that breaks this cycle for me, because you get caught up in so many things of, okay, well, I get up in the morning, brush my teeth, take my shower, get up, get dressed, go to work, or fight the traffic, then get to work, do your job, work all day, stress yourself out, get back in your car, fight the traffic, eat some dinner, chill on the couch, go to bed. And boom, it's that same thing all the time. And for me, it ends up being a little bit more because I teach classes, I go here and I do that, and then the weekend I'm all booked up trying to figure out how to do the podcast, how to write something up. I'm still writing my book, guys. I'm working on it. But one day, hopefully, I'll get all y'all's support on my book. But it's that same mundane thing all the time. And that can lead to a lot of bad things. The first thing it can lead to is boredom. It could just lead to just becoming just stuck in that rut. The next thing it can do, it can just lead to a longing that you don't feel like you're getting anything done. You just feel like, after you do that for a while, there's no change. It's like, do I really make a difference with people? Am I making a difference in my life, let alone somebody else's life? I'm trying to take care of mine right now. And that's the feeling you can get, when you get to that point. So you need to have some kind of variety in your life. There's 7 days in a week. And most of us work 5 days a week. Some work a little less, some work a little more. I understand that. But there should be some time, whether it's in the evening or 1 day a week, where you kind of set aside to do something that's not work. And I'm talking no yard work, something that's for you. And you need to do that at least once a week. Best case scenario, at least minimum once a month. For those of you that are married, I've been married now for 33 years, and I've been very blessed. But one of the things I really try to do, we always have, is to go on a date at least once a month. Just get away. I mean, I don't care if it's getting a milkshake or getting a smoothie or, getting a cup of coffee, going out for some drinks, going out for a piece of pie. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Because as I know, money is tight, and every so often you want to splurge and go somewhere nice. But the thing is, you have to have some variety in life. One of the other big problems if you don't have that variety, when we get so stressed out and we're constantly working in the same thing all of the time, and we don't feel like we're accomplishing anything at all, it can really cause our minds to wander. And it can cause us to get in even more trouble, because then when we go out, alcoholism, that's a big problem. You tend to get to a point where you start drinking too much because you're just in that same mundane, and you get into that depression. Or it can also lead to drugs. And so if you have no variety, you have no spice in your life, something that is actually fun to do, then, you're just your body needs an outlet. You can't always just be concentrated, focused, one thing at a time and doing the same thing day in and day out. One of the things I'm really excited about doing, I'm actually getting ready to go back down to Disney World, our International Association of Electrical Inspectors. We're having a conference down in Orlando this year. So I always enjoy those. And it's 3 days of code courses for those of you that don't know what that is. And, I never thought I could last through 3 hours of code courses, let alone, go through 3 10-hour days. And then now I also teach it, but that's cool. I get into it now, and it's something that really helps me to stay educated on my trade. But while we're down there, I'm going to take advantage. I had never been to Disney World before in my life. I'm one of those type, you talk about not having any variety in your life. I'd send the kids down and the wife down, and they go down and have a ball, and I used to stay up working. I didn't have time for all that stuff. Well, I went to Disney World for the first time about 4 years ago, and we've been twice since. What a ball. It is really a hoot. So this will be the third time we're going, and, just excited just to get away for a time, just to go and enjoy. And we all need that. This is one of the critical ones that I really struggle with for a lot of years, 20 years of working in the workforce. I very rarely took a vacation. And the only vacation, if I did take one, it was just to go visit family. It was just to go sit around the table and just talk with family. And again, nothing wrong with family. But there was no going out to do things. And even when I was out doing things, I was on my cell phone half the time. Here I'm out there somewhere with the kids having a ball, kids and the family having a good time, and I'm on the cell phone. What did I get out of the vacation? All I got was stressed out because I thought the jobs were going to fall apart without me there. My friends, that variety in life is very important. You want to make sure that you have, something that provides a little bit of adventure in your life, something you can enjoy, and enjoy it with your family. The family doesn't last very long. I mean, we're always going to have your family with you, but those of you that have children out there that are young children, they're going to grow up very quickly. And mark my words, my children are grown now. I look back now, there's only a few little things that I remember here and there about what we did as a good time. Because unfortunately I was one of those ones that worked through a lot of it. And it's really hard. I mean, I'm close with my kids, I'm close with my family, but I missed a lot of that as a parent, because my focus was providing for the family. And I thought I was doing such a great job doing this and that. And I had to make that mighty dollar. And we didn't have a whole lot. I mean, I worked hard, and, my wife worked, but she took time off. She enjoyed with the family. Where me, I would say, I can't afford to take any time off. You guys go and have a good time. So I suffered for that. And the way I suffered for that is because I missed out on a lot of opportunities. And today, am I any better off today for working 5 times as hard as anybody else? No. Am I well off? Sure I am. Am I any better off than I would have been? Probably not. Because you see, if you don't have that variety and something to re-energize you, then you literally can get burned out. And when you become burned out, your time off is spent just crashing. I mean, when I say crashing, you go, and then once a month, you're just like done. And so you spent your whole Saturday just sleeping away the day. And what have you accomplished? Well, you're just burned out. Now your body rejuvenates. And now you say, okay, I'm ready to go, and I'm going to do this next time, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. You change all your goals, and then you just don't do them anymore because you get caught up in that same rut. A lot of people forget about one of these, the second item on my list here, on what a person needs. All of us need this. Male, female, child, older person, or, younger person. No matter where you are at your time, you need to have that little bit of spice and that little bit of adventure in your life. So I would encourage you to think about that. Take some time to enjoy someone around you. Call your mom, call your dad, go spend some time, if your mom and dad are still around, because, many people don't have their mom and dads around anymore, or they don't have a significant other or somebody they can be with. Spend some quality time. It's not all about just work, and getting all stressed out about things. So again, the first one we talked about was certainty and comfort, and make sure we have that security blanket kind of around us. And, we learned there is no absolutes, there's no absolutes on that. We have to make certain choices to create that. Also, you want to make sure you put a variety into your life. So again, my friends, that sums it up for variety. I hope that kind of, these are just little simple truths that I would want you to think about, so that you don't fall into these traps of being bored and having your mind just wander about what you coulda, shoulda, or woulda done. You don't want to be at that point. Well, next week, stay tuned. I think you're really going to like next week. Next week, we're going to be talking about significance. What does it mean? We all want to feel important. No matter what we say, no matter how tough we are, we all want to have that sense of trying to feel important some way or another. All right. Well, that kind of wraps it up for this time. And again, I want to thank you again for taking the time to listen. If you're not friends with me on Facebook yet, check me out on Facebook. Love to hook up. And, if you know somebody that wants to be interviewed on the show, let me know. If you own your own company, like I said, we just had that interview a while back. I'm still stoked about, the interview with John Riles. Again, the Fish Tape Adapter. Check out his Facebook page. Fabulous. I just think that is so cool that someone had an idea and he ran with it and he came up. So many of us come up with such great ideas and then we don't do anything with them. So again, that also falls into variety. You spice it up a little bit. Wow, let's go ahead and jump on that. Do something different that you don't do every day. That's something you don't do. You don't run out and go get a patent on a product every day, isn't it? So again, something, it'll really increase and, just help you liven things up. And so if you need any kind of help on your courses or CEUs, check us out on our website at www.surgingforward.com. Also, feel free to drop us an email. We're doing the email still, and that's Dave@surgingforward.com. And don't forget to leave us a review there on iTunes. We don't get a whole lot of reviews there. I mean, I get a lot of emails, but they don't really make it that easy. I was looking at the iTunes thing the other day. They don't make it that easy to kind of go in and leave a review. But if you would do that, I'd be very much grateful for it. And I'll give you a shout out on the show also. And I'd love to, get some of those. That kind of helps us in the rankings a little bit and helps get the show out a little more also. But I want to thank you again for taking time out of your day to listen. And hopefully this is just a little tidbit that can help you to continue to keep surging forward. Keep those emails coming in, my friends. And y'all have a great and fantastic day out there. Stay safe, my friends. God bless.